we do have a number of people here. We have Mo, we have Mocha, we have okay, let me call that again. Amina, we have Chioma. Welcome. Good morning, Chioma. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Julius. Good morning, Mo. Once again, good morning, Michael. Good morning, Emmanuel. Mocha. Good morning, Namdi. Good morning, Oladimeji. Good morning, Rosemary. And good morning, Valoris. All right, so we're going to be allowing a speaker, take over this session, so we don't take much of our time. I think today is Monday, we've got a lot to do. So thank you so much, Madam Rita. You can carry along. You can take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. J. Really appreciate coming here again. Good morning, everyone, and happy New Week. I don't know, for me, my week starts on Monday, not Sunday. To me, Sunday is still like a weekend because it's still a resting day. So my week starts on Monday. I wish people happy New Week on Monday. So happy New Week, everyone. I hope that your week has started on a good note. Um, So before we go right into what we have to do, I want to mention the fact that offer creation for me is something that I do almost every time. Like I still created an offer yesterday for a client. I run ads. I run ads for brands and businesses. So that position puts me in a place where I have to come up with convincing offers. I have to come up with persuasive offers to help my clients sell better. So before we run ads for any brand, we have to check what are they offering. So I might not now be, as much as I created slides that speaks to real estate, I might not be coming from the real estate angle when I'm talking about offer creation. I might come from any angle whatsoever. So, but I'm just going to talk about offer creation in general so that you can now apply it to whatever business that you want to fit into. If it could be real estate, it could be any other business. It's still the same principle that guides um, everything. Let me just, for the sake of it, let me just share, you know, the slide that I created. Um, okay. Oh, can you guys see my screen?
Oh yes, yes we can.
Okay. All right, no problem. So the first thing is an offer is an offer. There's really no definition for me. It's not like there's no definition, but when you say offer, it just means what are you bringing to the table as a business person? What are you bringing to the table? So, for everybody that wants to give you their money, they don't want to give you their money because they feel like, okay, let me give you this instance. You go to the market, you want to buy tomato, and let's say you have 500 naira, and then you look at the tomato, you're like, this thing is not worth 500 naira. You most likely not buy it. So most times we are not going for what the money is worth. We are going for what we feel like the money is worth more. Like you want a value that your money is worth more. So when you are offering something to a client or a customer, put yourself in their shoes and ask yourself this question. Does this sound like it is worth more than what I am giving? Let me give you an instance. So when we want to run ads for clients, we don't just put out, oh, we want to run ads for you, come and run ads, we'll run ads for you 1 week, 2 weeks, and all of that. No. The way we created or created our offer in Next Magic Up is this. So we are not just running ads for you. We are also going to help you go through your social. We have a team. So our social media manager will go through your social media page for the first time, help you audit that page to ensure that you are ready to run ads. That's the first thing that we do. Secondly, we do a consultation with you to know the kind of ads that you're supposed to run, to know how much you're supposed to be spending, your budgeting, etc., etc., like that. a business consultant to do that for you. Thirdly, when we're about to run the ad, we offer you an ad account for free. If you don't have a Facebook account, we give you we create one for you and we help you set it up for free. That's that. Also, during the ads, when the ads are running, we give updates monthly or bi-weekly, depending on the kind of business that you run. Also, another thing that I'm trying to yeah, we also offer monthly business consultation with one of your staff. So we not business consultation, more like training for one of your staff on customer care. So, like if you come to us now and then we list all of this and we now put a price to it, before you price, before you come and say, it's expensive, you will sit down and think, if somebody is to audit my social media page, how much will the person collect? If someone is supposed to train my staff, how much will the person collect? So when you gather everything together, you have no choice but to say, either you tell us, oh, I don't have the money now, I'll get back to you, or let's start now. Not trying to say, it's too expensive. That's a choice because all we are offering you is what the value is worth more than what you're paying. So if when you are making an offer, make it so irresistible. Ensure that it is solving your client's problem. It is solving it is meeting their desire, their needs, and also it is meeting their budget, and then also add a sense of urgency. So what we do is when we give you all of this offer, we give you a discount. But we now tell you that this discount would not, if you tell us that you want to come back in a month's time, the discount will not stand. Discount only stands if you are making payment immediately. Do you see that? So for a client that is really ready, you would want to make payment. You will not want to miss out on the offer. That's why I said I would create offer like almost every day. The one I still created yesterday was for a product. The product is not really selling well. So I was thinking, what do we do? They said customers are complaining. The price of the product is too expensive. Now,
Sorry, 1 minute. Mr. Mocha, please, you should mute yourself. You're interrupting. Mr. Manuel, kindly mute yourself. Thank you. Please carry on, ma.
all right. So the client was like, the price of the product is no the client was like, the customers were complaining that the price of products was expensive. And then I had to look at it and say, okay, where can we come in? How can we help this client, make sales without them losing money? So what I thought about was, okay, what if we increase the package, because they have different packages. So I'm like, okay, first they're selling three for, so let's say, let me use this instance, they're selling three for 10,000, and all of that like that. So I was like, okay, what if the list package, instead of three for 10,000, what if we make it four for 12,000 naira, or five for 12,000 naira? Why I said that is because this company offers payment on delivery and they offer free delivery services. So, but the free delivery services in code, somehow the money for the delivery has been added to the price of the product. So, irrespective of the package that the person is buying, they're almost spending the same delivery fee. So, I'm like, okay, what if we increase the quantity of the product that the customer is receiving? That way, to the customer, the perceived value is more. But for you, it's almost the same thing since the delivery fee is the same. Do you understand? And then the money for the ads to close one person remains the same. So that's what we do, or that's what you do when you are creating offer. You have to ask yourself, how can I make it such that the customer sees it and say, wow, this is mind blowing. There are some customers we tell, can you create free ebooks? for customers such that when they buy the product, they get free ebooks. Can you create this? Can you put this customer that is doing free delivery and payment on delivery is also an offer, because most Nigerians don't trust brands like that. So when you say, oh, it's payment on delivery, so that means you don't get to make any commitment till you see what you're buying. That's a very sweet offer. Nobody will want to turn their back at that. Also, when you say free delivery, it's better when you say free delivery than say, oh, the product is 5,000 naira. Our rider will call you to tell you how much the delivery will be. That way, it's more complicated. But if you say 10,000 naira free delivery, most people will jump on the offer. So that's what offer is supposed to do um for you. It's supposed to help you um it's supposed to help you solve the problem of your buyer. So how do you create irresistible offer? The first step is to know the kind of audience that you have. Like I said, my slide is speaking to real estate, but I could use other examples as well. So you have to know your audience. Who are they? So whatever it is that you're selling, who are the people? There's something we call buyer persona or customer avatar. You have to know, who are you reaching out to. I'm very sure this must have come up in so many of the teachings. So who are you reaching out to? What are their interests? What are their desires? Where can you find them? So if you have all of these things together, then you will know how to craft the offer for them. Let's say, for instance, you are selling, what can I use? Someone give me an example? I don't want to use real estate. If I'm not using real estate, what can I use? Because real estate is kind of it's in the box kind of. It's just one way. I want something that can be used in different ways. Say for instance, now real estate, someone that's not eating cannot buy land. The best you have to think of food first. You have to think of your food first before you say you want to buy land. So let's think outside the box. What else? What else? Can somebody give me
Wigs.
wigs? Exactly. Now there are different kind of wigs. Wigs is a very good example because there are different kind of wigs to meet different kind of people at different levels. So let's say wigs. So the first thing is you're reaching out to ladies. Ladies are buying wigs, yeah, or you're reaching out to guys that have ladies in their lives, right? So the kind of wigs that you're selling will also determine the kind of audience that you're reaching out to. If you decide to sell wigs maybe below 10,000 naira, maybe then you must, maybe you're trying to reach out to students, you're trying to reach out to um average salary earners and all of that. So the way you craft the offer will be in a way that will appeal to those set of people. You can craft the offer and say, oh, buy this wig and get a comb for free. Do you understand? For them, that comb, they might not even have it. So for them, comb is a necessity. But when you are reaching out to the elite, the rich, and all of that, you can't use comb as an offer. For them, they're like, you know how many comb I have in my house is useless. So, but if you say, oh, buy this wig and get a conditioner for free, now that conditioner is more expensive, but it's valuable for them because they may have conditioner at home, but it will finish at some point. So or buy this wig and get a hair straightener for free, or get something, maybe a luxury item for free, and the packaging will be different. The way you will package for luxury buyers will be different from the way you package for an average salary earner. So even an average salary earner, there's a way you will package your products. It will scare them and be like, they will not even want to buy from you. They will not even want to know how much you're selling, because they'll be like, no, I'm not your target audience. I think that's a trending word now we see on Instagram, when somebody packages a product in a way, and then you just see the comment section and be like, no, I'm not your target audience. I'm not your target audience, and all of that. So you have to know the audience. Who are you reaching out to? It is very, very important. So when you know who you are reaching out to, then you can create an offer to to suit their needs. Say for instance, if you are let's go into real estate now. If you are trying to sell to somebody that just want to invest in real estate, person does not want to, is not trying to build anything. So if you are pitching to the person and you are saying, oh, it's close to this one, it's close to, the person does not really care. The person wants to know in 10 years time how much will the land be worth, because the person is not planning to build on the land. The person only wants to invest. Like, okay, in years to come, I want to sell it. So the person wants to know, where's the location? In 10 years' time, how much will the land be worth? But if it's somebody that wants to buy a land from you to build for family, now that person wants to know how close is it to maybe a school, how close is it to the market, how close is it to other people. So those questions are in the person's mind. You know, yesterday I mentioned something that whenever you are trying to create a rapport with your clients, you should answer their questions even before they ask you. So one of the questions you should ask is, why are you buying land? Why do you want to invest in this? So when they give you the answer, it will let you know, it will let you know the kind of, so it will let us know the kind of offer that we are to give. Now, there are sometimes I understand that in real estate you might be constrained because you are working under an agency that they already have their offer. So you just work with what they have already. But you have to make it such that those benefits you exaggerate, you try to exaggerate the benefits. Let me let me see my other slides so I don't go ahead of myself. Okay, yes. Position the property smartly. Highlight benefits, not just features. So when we are trying to pitch to clients, we're not trying to say we're not trying to say 3 kilometers, because I see that a lot on real estate. Oh, 10 kilometers from this. I don't know 10 kilometers measurements. I'm a lady. 10 kilometers, I don't it does not concern me. So when you're telling me 10 kilometers, you're confusing me. It
Yeah,
to me, it's
yeah,
not
yeah. Everybody,
Mr.
go,
Mo,
go.
kindly mute
Right,
yourself,
right,
please.
right, right.
You're
Touch base,
interrupting.
touch.
Mr. Mo, kindly mute yourself. Thank you,
okay.
Karima. Sorry for that.
All right, so if you say 10 kilometers to, if we say 10 kilometers to market, it's complicated, it's complex for me. I don't know what 10 kilometers is. And then for me to now start saying I want to go and start measuring what 10 kilometers, that's a whole lot of stress. So make it easy, break it down for me. Instead of saying 10 kilometers, the agency might put 10 kilometers to this, 10 kilometers to the train station. You just say it is very close to the train station. It is, so that way you make it easy, or we make it easy for our clients to know that, oh, this is where this land is positioned. You understand? So and then there's this there's this thing we call scarcity mindset. If the clients know that they are going to be missing out on something if they don't take action now, so for us, we have to position ourselves in a way that we should not tell the client that, oh, the land is so number of plots. We have sold just, let's say 1,000 plots, and say, oh, 10 plots has been sold. The person will be like, oh, just 10. Don't worry. Very soon I'll buy, because the person believes that there's still so much left, there's still so much time available. But even if you say that, oh, so number of plots has been sold, let the person know that in maybe 1 month or 2 months time the price will change, so that they feel like they are really missing out on something. I am trying not to shoot beyond my time, that's why I am So the let me go to the next slide. Yep. So yeah, I said use emotional triggers. What's like secure, profitable, future proof, connect emotionally, show the lifestyle and not just the land. So when you are selling to the person, let the person see him or herself already in that space. Let the person vision him or herself in that space. So instead of saying, oh, the land is this, when you build a 3 bedroom apartment on the land, can you just imagine the kind of security you already have for yourself? You are no more under the pressure of landlord telling you to bring money. There's a way you would paint a scenario, and then it enters the person's head, and the person is in, that's true, that's true. It's not because they've not thought about these things, but sometimes we need reminders. So you are not just selling the land, you are selling the experience. Stop selling products, you are selling the experience. And that's why when you see ads, let's say like Pepsi, Coke, they're not talking about, most times they're not talking about Pepsi and Coke. You see them, somebody is drinking Coke and then the person is smiling, person is energetic and all of that. So they are telling you the experience that you are going to gain from drinking Coke. So it's not about the product, it's about the experience. I don't know if you have seen if anybody has seen this ad, this techno ad that keeps running, that keeps chasing me up and down. I don't know if I'm the only one. Techno Camon 40 Pro, that almost all tech guys have reviewed, and then their reviews are just everywhere. The one that used it underwater, the one that smashed it, the one that, so they are not trying to say come and buy techno Camon 40 Pro. It is kini kan, it is kini kan. What they are saying is, instead of them to say it has 5,000 mAh battery, you will hear something like it can last you 2 days without charging. Or instead of them to say they'll use one very complex tech term, you just see the person using the phone underwater. What does that tell you? That this phone, even if it falls down inside water, you are safe. There was one, I think it was Oppo, I don't think it's Techno, that they cooked it inside boiling water, brought it out, and the phone was still good. Or the one that they smashed. Now all of these are emotional triggers. Oh, so if my phone, like for instance, if the person is a nursing mother, nursing mother and their phones, every time they're always repairing screen. So if the person is nursing mother, oh, so if this phone smash on the floor, there's nothing that's going to. So you have appealed to a percentage of an audience that um they don't want their phone to be, they don't want to keep repairing their screen. If it's for lasting battery, if you use say this battery will last you for 2 days, maybe for people that don't stay in a place that have so much electricity, you have appealed to their emotion on that instant. So once you know your audience, you know the emotional triggers you use for them. You understand? Okay. Time is fast spent. Add bonuses or scarcity. I've mentioned this before. Now, in real estate, let's say the company that you're selling for, they already gave you, oh, this is the price, this is everything. You can add yours as a real estate agent. You can say, oh, I'll be giving you free legal consultation, or you can even give them a free ride to the place, if that is applicable. Do you understand? Oh, I can give you a free ride to see the land, or I'll take you on a tour, or anything to make you stand out and sell better. What if you go to the land and then you use a drone to take a video of what the land looks like? That's on you, right? But you know that you're still going to make your money back. And then for every customer that comes in, they have a view that they cannot get from um other sellers of the same property. Now, because you're giving them that experience, they'll most likely buy from you. Do you understand? So add bonuses, add scarcity. So if they're limited plot, you say it. If price will change in 2 months' time, let them know. Do you understand? Give free legal consultation. You can even do we can try to do like a free training just like this for all clients, something that makes it something that makes you stand out, something that makes you different from others. Okay. Um I think I'm getting to the end. Then also make your offer clear and simple. Like I've mentioned this before, make it clear and simple. Instead of saying 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers, oh, it is very close, or you can say it's a 5 minutes drive or a 5 minutes walk from the land or something like that. So make your offer very clear and very simple. There's no need to create vague offers. Do you understand? And then also be specific, be transparent, and be very honest. You know that in real estate these things are very, very key and very important. So for any brand at all, transparency and honesty is very important. If the land is not yet developed, don't go and lie and say the land is developed. It just makes you appear as a bad person. If the land is not close to any establishment, or there's no need to lie about it, because I have seen people that have sweet talked clients and customers into buying a fake piece of land that they themselves they've not seen it. They don't know what it looks like. But just because the company says this, they believed it, and then they did they did their marketing, sold land, made their money, and at the end of the day, people didn't get anything. That kind of a scenario, if even if you leave the real estate, even if the person leaves the real estate and then goes to sell something else, the image has been tainted. So you have to ensure that you are you are making an offer for a reputable brand as well. It's very, very important. Use social proof. Very key. Very important. Especially for products that are as expensive as this, you have to use social proof. Oh, these are testimonials of people that have bought from us before. These are the number of lands that we have sold. This is number of years this company has been in existence. We have sold, over so land. This one has We are even done with this part, blah blah blah, like that. Let people know that their money is safe. Let people know that their money is safe. Once people can believe that their money is safe, then you can be able to sell anything. Social proof, testimonials are very, very important. Very important. Um, Also, when creating offers, ensure that whatever it is that you are putting out, the first impression, like if it's a flyer, is it clean, is it clear, is it attractive? So when you're creating an offer, make sure that whatever it is that you're putting out, if it's a flyer, if it's a video, whatever it is that you're putting out, ensure that it is clean, it is clear, and it is attractive. Let it pull in your potential buyers, your potential clients, or your potential customer. And then also, if you're pitching, we've talked about that yesterday. Let it be short, let it be warm, and let it be confident. Lastly, the better you package your offer, the faster you attract serious buyers. It's very, very important. No matter how expensive your product is, once you can put it once you can make your offer to be very, very attractive and irresistible, you can always sieve out your serious customers from the unserious customers, because you know that, like for instance, the next magic, like I said, if you are coming for ad service, and then we have given you a list of all of these offers, and if you say something like it is expensive, we know you're not serious. You're not serious, because the offers that we are giving you is way more than the price. It's that you're not serious, or you do not know the value of what you are getting, and we don't want to work for people like that. We want to work for people that for every input they understand the value and the energy we are putting into it. Do you understand? So if your offer is good, then you're going to attract serious buyers. But if your offer is just it's not even clear, even for you, you don't even understand it, then the kind of buyers that you're going to attract will be unserious people. So in your funnel, um you want to ensure that you have serious people, and the way to filter in serious from unserious is to make your offer irresistible. Once it's irresistible, it's clear, it's straight to the point, then you're going to get serious buyers. I hope that I was able to use this short time to say something meaningful. Thank you for having me once again. Thank you so much. I will be taking questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss. Thank you so much, Miss Rita. We really appreciate the massive value. So, if we have questions, this is an open floor. You can unmute yourself and ask your questions. You can unmute yourself and ask your question, or better still, if you're not in a position to speak, you can type it in the chat box, and our speaker will get it. Please, now is the time for you to do that before you lose that opportunity. Thank you so much. I believe we've gotten value. If we've gotten value, let's appreciate the speaker. Let's drop some emojis, fire emojis, drop some emojis. Nice. Let's show some energy, appreciation. Have you not gotten value? Me, I've gotten value. I've gotten a lot of value. Make your offer irresistible. Let it be clear. At least I was able to learn some things. Now, I need to be sure that the offer that I am putting out there is what resonates with the audience that I am putting it out there for. I don't need to go and be putting real estate product of 100 million and be sending it to somebody that is looking for land of 500,000 you buy. It's just me wasting my time. I don't know if you got that value. I think that's one of my key takeaways here, because I see that I've been doing that a lot, just posting audience. You know, your in your WhatsApp status, the people that are there are people that can buy land of 200, 2 million, and you are showing them houses of millions, hundreds of millions. So you need to be able to work around that. Thank you so much. There's so many more, but that I've gotten, but I'm going to let every other person speak because we have a limited time here, right? So if you have any additions, suggestions, insights, takeaways you've gotten or questions you have, now is the time for you to ask the question, please. Okay, if you have questions, unmute. Yes, I can see Namdi's hand is up. You can unmute yourself and speak if you have question.
Okay, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. So the question I have to ask is regarding real estate, and the speakers mentioned how you have to package it properly and sell value. But when it comes to real estate now, especially in terms of selling land, how exactly do you sell value when it's something that so many people are doing? What can you do to make your own stand out and actually get serious buyers?
Yeah, I think I mentioned something related to that. Thank you for the question. I mentioned say for instance, like you said, everybody's selling it. So if you are coming from the angle of number one, you are giving free legal consultation. What if you make a video with a drone instead of using your normal phone camera? It might cost you, but that's value. Not everybody does that. Not everybody does that. Also, you could open a WhatsApp group and be dropping tips. There's this guy on Facebook. I can't really remember his name, but he gives consult people message him when they have real estate issues, like anything concerning real estate. They send him questions, and then he takes the question and creates it into a content and posts it. So you could be giving free value on real estate. Maybe put people in a WhatsApp group or if they save your number, you're posting on your status. That way you are creating a brand for yourself in that niche. People get to, and now back to what we talked about yesterday, know, like, and trust you. So whatever your offer is, they will take it from you because you are a force to say in that your things are different. There's this let me come down to rentals now. There's this agent in Ibadan. The way he films houses that he puts up for rent, it's beautiful. And those houses don't stay more than, once he films it, no matter the location, once he films it like that and then puts it on his WhatsApp, TikTok, in one day you just hear that the house is now available again. Why? Because of the quality of the video. You know, there are some you must have seen some house agents, the way they will send you the videos and the pictures, you'll be like, this thing is not clear, I'm not seeing it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you can make your own in such a way that it just eases the stress of your clients and then answers all of their questions. You can also give a free ride to the property. You tell the client, okay, don't worry, I will give you a free ride to where the location of the property is so you can see it. So like I said, I'm not into real estate, but these are just off the top of my head. So you can create beautiful and amazing offers connected to real estate, and then other people are not even thinking about it, and makes you stand out. I was able to answer your question.
Yes, yes, you were. Thank you very much. Also, sorry. Um, you mentioned how you can add other things, for example, free consultation, free rides, and whatnot. But for you to get to the point of even giving consultations, opening a WhatsApp group, and whatever, people need to indicate interest. And that's the part I've been finding difficult because almost nobody seems to be interested. I've tried social media marketing, even on site marketing, and nobody seems to actually show real interest.
Okay, so I talked about the people that knowing your audience. I talked about that. So if nobody is showing interest, it means that you are pitching to the wrong audience. If nobody is showing interest, it means that there are some things I would not post on my status because I know that I don't have an audience for that on my status. Do you understand? So when you are selling, you have to know your audience. I talked about that. So if you are pitching and nobody is responding, they are not your audience, then you have to look for your audience somewhere else. So for you to know your audience, you have to first of all know, what are you selling, what is the price. When you know the price of what you are selling, where can you find these people? Let me give you an instance of something that's happened to me. There are plenty things I've sold in this life. So there was a time that um I used to sell this what do you call this thing now? This item for cars. It helps to protect cars from, like, if you drive and then you are you parked at a place. There's this thing of when you enter your car and then the car seat is so hot, or the car is so hot. So the product protects from the sun, so that even if you stay in the sun for a very long time, when you enter, your car is still very cool. You're not feeling the heat. Now, I cannot post that product to people that don't have cars. So where can I find people that have cars? Car wash. Do you understand? So I took my product to a car wash and I was pitching my product there, and I had audience. Do you understand? Even if they don't buy immediately, I get their contact and I do follow up. So you said you will get back to me. I'm waiting for it. The product is it will soon go up. Dollar price. That's how I sold. Do you get it? So you have to look for where exactly your customer or your audience are, and then you go there. Like you said you do on-site. The on-site you are doing, is it for people that are interested in buying a land? Also, like I mentioned, there are some lands that, like for instance, for me, if you pitch a land, probably maybe in a very far place, you are trying, maybe the place is not yet developed and all of that. If I'm buying that kind of land, maybe I just want to invest and forget about it. But if I'm looking towards buying a land and building immediately, I will not want you to give me a land that is inside a very rural area. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you get to know, okay, if you're not buying a land now, why are you not buying? You get it. So there are too many factors um that surrounds all of these things. But first of all, you have to know your audience. That's very important. If you are pitching to the wrong audience, then you will not get responses. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Mr. or Miss Sinamdi. Thank you so much, Madam Rita, for the amazing insights we've gotten. I hope you're getting value. Nobody's showing appreciation. What's going on here? Are you mind blown that you can't even show appreciation? Is the information too much? What's going on here? I've gotten value. Know your audience. At least if this is something you're not taking away from here, take away, know your audience, because know your audience will better help you craft an offer. Know your audience, right? It's very important. Just like Glory, you asked how can you create an offer. Yes, there's something she mentioned. If you miss that, you want to be able to craft some offers that you put out there that people are going to see you and see you as as they will like, they will know, like, and trust you. You mentioned how you want to create an offer for people who are looking for land banking. How do you get there? Yes, you want to create an offer. You want to turn to a consultant. Are you offering free services to people who want to get what you want, who want to get what you're offering? Yes, there are people talking about land banking issues. How do you want to land bank? How do you skip, people, how do you skip the Omonile issues? How do you skip not buying properties from the wrong audience? If you start crafting or informations and putting it out there, people will reach out to you and tell you that, okay, please, how do I invest and not get scammed? How do you need to put all these information you put out there? They are literally offers, in max. They are maxed offers that are putting out there that people are going to reach out to you for. At least that's one out of so many. I believe as long as you stay on this session, you're going to get more and massive value and informations on how you're going to do this better. Thank you so much, Madam Timmy. I appreciate the insights you shared so far. If you have any questions, we need to leave. Our time is fast spent. So if you have any more questions, just one more person, then we end the session for today. 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, it's now or never. Speak now or remain silent for today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for the beautiful session. It was really, really valuable. I just wanted to share what I actually gained. I think my major takeaway was the part where she mentioned, crafting your offer, and it's not, you are trying to make it look like you are not selling to them, but you are actually showing them your products and you are putting it in their face, but without being salesy. So I think the example that stood out for me the most was the Techno Common 40 she was talking about, where they put it underwater and you see it's working fine. Then they will tell you the battery can last for 2 days. And the other major takeaway I took was her saying you need to stand out as an expert in your field. So I think how I would like to approach that is I studied economics in school. So I think I just want to approach the real estate as an economist. And one of the major factors of production is land. It's even the first factor of production. So I think if I'm able to pitch this to clients and make them see that even in the social sciences, the number one asset you should have is a land. I don't know if that makes sense or if that brings any value, but yeah, I just wanted to share. Thank you, Mr. Jake, Mr. Joe, Rectangle, everyone joining in. Let's have a blessed one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mo. Thank you. Yes, Faith was asking. I don't know if that's a question. If you're asking that, you're just putting out there that what should you look out for when buying a property? Please, can you clarify? If you mean if that's an offer you want to put out there, I mean that's like a piece of information you want to share to your audience so they can know and like and trust you, yeah, so that they can know, okay, this is what the person does, and this person have information about what they are doing. Okay, to be clear, you
Uh,
said the question.
Thank you,
Is
sir, for the clarity. Let me make it more clear.
that's not is that your question you want to make clear? I'm talking about the person that dropped the question. Faith.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was me.
No, no,
Sorry.
no, no, that's not you. Faith, can you make that clear so that we can wrap it up? Is a question. Okay, what should you look out for when buying a land as a customer? There's a lot you need to look out for. You need to look out for a lot. Look out for the regulations that's guiding that particular area you're buying the land. Look out for the organizations. There's a lot, right, that you want to look out for when you're buying. Maybe once you send the DM, we can talk about that. You can drop in the group, then you could get a personal message, or you can send me a message, send Mr. Joe a message, and I would most definitely get to break that down. Right now, we are, our time is fast spent, so we don't want to spend a lot of time breaking that down. But you want to look out for the organizations, and if you're a real estate professional here, you're a real estate expert, these are kind of questions, just like Glory was talking about. That what do you want to put out there so your audience, you can have your audience look at you and say, okay, this person is someone I want to work with. These questions that are very, very key in the real estate aspect or real estate space. You want to, do videos, put it out there. You can even use it as a PDF, talking about people looking for how do they want to stand as consultants. You do videos, ebooks, that are addressing these informations that are very, very key to the space that you're in. If it's a real estate space, what do we look out for when we want to buy a property? Once you answer these kind of questions, you put it in a PDF or do a videos and put it out there. You'll be surprised how a number of people who have intentions of buying land will say, okay, this person knows what they are selling, knows the things to look out for. Then they can see you and say, okay, I think I want to reach out to this person to know more. Then move forward towards closing deals or buying from you. That's basically what it is. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining in today. Thank you once again, Bramrita, for this amazing session. Tomorrow is day 8. Tomorrow is day 8. Tomorrow, yes, I know all of us are here and we know that this is a session that's hosted by Rectangle, right? So tomorrow we're going to be learning about Rectangle. What's Rectangle? What do they do? What are the offers? Just in case you've not been following up or been seeing the videos, we're also going to, after this session, we'll drop a YouTube link that you can watch about it. But tomorrow you're going to get an in-depth knowledge about Rectangle, right? So thank you so much. And this session is going to be taught by the one and only Mr. Adeni Ogulano. That's the founder of Brainiac and also the team lead for Rectangle. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. Please, before you leave or before you get on with your day, let's just show appreciation in the group. Show appreciation to the speaker and also show appreciation to Rectangle for this amazing session, right? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate all of you being here today. Thank you. Thank you. Do have an amazing, amazing rest of the day. Bye bye, everybody.